Yo, what's up with the Playboy? What is up with the Playboy out there in the land of YouTubes? What is going on out there? Can anybody tell me? How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? It's such a beautiful day in Southern California that it is. There it is right there. So I'm heading down right now somewhere. Obviously, I cannot say where I'm going to. But um, what's going on with you guys? Do me a favor. Type down in the comment section where you guys are watching from real quick. Just put right down in there where you guys are watching from, even if you're watching later, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the chat and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. So now I have a friend in Nebraska. I got a friend in Texas, and we all need friends. We all need friends, and I need friends too, and you need friends. So put where you're from in the chat so I kind of know. Cope Dog, he's in the hizzy. What's up, Cope Dog? Do I got Jeff Hates Pigs in here? Butch the Original, what is up? It is true. Pam Wagner has early retired. Pam, you're not getting out of the lawsuit. I'm filing. I'm not going to talk about lawsuits on this channel, but Pam, just so you know, we're not done yet. You and me, Pam, we're not done yet. We have a couple more rounds to go, you and I, because we got to get justice for you wrongfully arresting me in Ironton for peacefully protesting. What's the matter with you, lady? Don't you care about freedom? Don't you care about liberty? I mean, really? Few things going on in my life. So crazy. I want to get into the audit that Delete Lawz Clips is going to be premiering on his channel. But I want to. God bless America. I can't talk to you right now. Now I'm live. We got plans on Saturday? Is that what you're telling me? I can. Make sure we have a space for my friend Jay. Okay. I got to go. Bye. Okay. So, but so I was on Pam. Where was I exactly? I was on Pam. Oh, I want to get into the audit that Delete Lawz Clips is going to be premiering here. And if you haven't gotten to the point where you're walking up and you're having conversations with coppers about their behavior and the way they so easily slap torture cuffs on people, the way they so easily put people in the back of a claustrophobic little car. We don't get in a cop car and like, oh yay, I'm in a cop car, look at me. No. When you see a torture mobile, when you see a slave coach, when you see a slave catching car, because just so you know, you get arrested in the United States of America, the 13th Amendment doesn't apply to you. You could be a slave. You might do slave labor. And then you come out and talk about the job experience you got while you were in prison, while you did slave labor for another person. So the whole point of what I'm talking about, though, is what I'm trying to do now. And I got an audit coming out. You guys will see exactly what I'm trying to do now with my interactions with coppers. DLZ Clips, did you drop the link for the premiere coming out how much longer do we have until Chevy? Jeff hates pigs. DLZ Clips, what's up, Playboy? What's going on with the Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? So what I want to do is I want to start to put pressure on these little piggies. And the way I want to do it is just so you know, I pointed out the inhumane behavior of a piggy yesterday, and it triggered him. Piggy got triggered. I'm talking triggered. Piggy came up to me, put his hands on me. I was standing on the sidewalk. There was no reason for Piggy to walk up and put his hands on me. I hadn't moved my position. But what I was doing is I was saying, look at what you're doing to that man. You don't have a conscience, and you don't have a conscience, and you don't have a conscience. Yes, maybe he has to be transported. Maybe he has to be dealt with. Maybe the guy in my honest 5-second assessment of somebody who I've never sat down with and asked serious questions to, other than, did you steal something? I thought the guy definitely is a high functioning mental illness is what I think he has. High functioning mental illness. And you know, it's everybody, you know, we used to, when we were kids, everybody used to say, oh, retarded, and everybody laughed, and it's so funny. But what we're seeing today is that mentally ill means that you become very vulnerable to police. People who are autistic, people who are truly mentally ill, schizophrenic, people who need wellness checks. Put a 1 in the chat if you would never call the cops for a wellness check for your loved one. Put a 1 in the chat if you would never, ever, ever call the police for a wellness check, even if your loved one was breaking down. Put a 1 in the chat if you would never, ever call them. How much longer do we have till Wapner? How much longer till Wapner? Is it 7 minutes till Wapner? Is that what it is? Are we 7 minutes away? Is that when the show comes out? Oh man, I triggered this piggy yesterday, day before yesterday. Ooh, I triggered him. I mean, but what I was doing is, you gonna do that? You gonna run that light? You are gonna run that light. Okay, brother, go ahead and run it. Go ahead and run it. I'm not gonna run it. Guy decided to run a stoplight in Los Angeles. I don't really know how to flip that camera around, so I just whoosh. There it is, folks. There's Los Angeles right there, my friend. There it is. So I'm actually going downtown. I'm getting a new batch of t-shirts. So there's a few people who have t-shirts waiting. I don't have a t-shirt for you right now. So I'm going down to get some t-shirts done for people who need t-shirts. And I'm going to do a sale. I'm taking them off my website. I don't like getting a t-shirt order and then I feel responsible. So anyway, the point is, I was telling this copper that the way he was treating this guy was so inhumane and so wrong from start to finish that he should be ashamed of himself. And Copper, how much longer do I have till this how much longer till what's going on, Butch? Needles Kane, what's up, Playboy? Would love it, man. We don't stop. What's up, Charlie? What's up, Charlie? Anything to say today? What's up, Charlie, with your bow tie on? All right, just checking. Just checking. I know a lot of times when I go live in the afternoon, people are checking in to see if I'm going to audit something, but I really so I think we have that premiere coming out at 6:30, and it's 6:10 now. So I may maybe bump that up to 6:20. So because I'm gonna be downtown in like 10 minutes. I guess I got 20 more minutes. I can sit here and rap for you guys know I can talk all day. But what I want you guys to start doing is having conversations with police until we change that term to rights protectors, and tell them that what they do is inhumane, that the way that they treat people, putting torture cuffs on people, putting people in the back of the car, is inhumane, cruel, and unusual punishment. It's disgusting. I don't know how someone who is good could put torture cuffs on somebody and take them to a dungeon. I'm dying to learn though. How I mean, do you think people are good if they put people in torture cuffs? When do we start to measure people by the metric of their actions? When does that happen? When does that happen? When do we start to look at them and say, well, here's what you do to people. Here's what you actually do to people. And here's what you participate in doing to people, or here's what you're a part of doing to people. And so I judge you on, because, and I was telling someone this again the other day on the phone, I have this sticking point with ex-cops. There's a couple of YouTubers who are ex-cops that have channels and they do pretty well. And I'll be honest with you, I don't subscribe and I don't watch their channel. I just got a sticking point with it. I'm trying to get over it because I have to forgive, but it makes me upset. It makes me upset. that they spent all those years doing all those, you know. And I'll give you a simple example. Dominic Izzo, who, you know, I like Dominic. Like, he's a, you know, he's a tough dude. He's got a lot of, you know, I mean, he's got a lot of skills. I don't respect what he's done. I don't respect his positions. So if you don't respect someone's positions or what they do, then do you respect the person? I mean, I respect that he has a life, but he's still down for chokeholds. He still wants to promote chokeholds in the policing, law enforcing industry. By the way, I have not seen the whole video yet because I had to go live. I didn't know I was going live until, but Brian from Here's the Deal just put out a Terry V. Ohio video. I hope everybody goes and watches it. Super interesting. You're putting people in torture cuffs based on suspicion. You're walking up to people and saying, yo, I'm suspicious of you, so turn around, put your hands behind your back. If you're doing that to another human being because you're scared, then you shouldn't be a cop and you should do another job. You should be able to pull someone out of a vehicle or out of a store, or you should be able to deal with someone face to face and not be so scared. And maybe if we utilize the camera system a little bit more, you wouldn't have to worry so much about being so scared. If we actually made it prominent where people actually got the footage immediately, then you would know that if you robbed, stole, or killed somebody, that you would get caught because you'd be seen on camera. I mean, you know, right now, a lot of sheriff's department, police departments around the country use Facebook as a way to shame and humiliate people who are even accused of crimes. They'll put their mugshot up, even if they haven't been convicted, and say this about this guy. I just read recently about a guy who's suing a sheriff's department for doing something like that, and he wasn't actually on the list of people who was accused of a crime. But they're doing it all over Facebook. They're doing it all over the place. Sheriffs all over the country are using social media as a way to shame people who are even accused of a crime. Well, I've got a better idea. When we actually get the footage and we don't have to FOIA it, there's another agency that gives us the footage of anything involving us, or if we're being charged with a crime, pretty soon you won't have to shame people. They'll already know. If I walk up and punch this guy and rights protectors come and it's on camera, the victim gets a copy of the video. They may release the video on Facebook. And that's where the power of the camera, I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but this camera makes me He-Man. And I'm not He-Man. I'm a middle-aged man getting older every day. So I'm not, I still roll. I'm still rolling every day, doing jujitsu and grappling almost every day. So I'm not out of shape. I'm still in good shape, but I'm getting older, and you can't fight cops anyway. You can't physically fight the cops. You guys have never seen me try to physically fight the cops. So what makes me a 400-pound He-Man? What is it? I'm holding it in my hands and you're watching it. You guys saw at that pig shack the other day when I was talking to that black copper and I told him, man, you look like Tyree. And he just, he locked up like a pit bull on a bloody rope. He locked up. And then when that guy decided to chime in to try to save the guy who was, how am I going to answer? I am a black cop and black cops killed him. Oh, the white cop. Now we know. That white copper, you thought you were going to get away, Whitey. You was not. You was not. You ain't getting away, white copper in Memphis. You're going to jail too, as you should, copper. As you should. Oh, is it time? How much time? Oh, that's right. I got 14 minutes. That white copper in Memphis, almost like he just, and by the way, it's not racist. The cops were not being racist. It wasn't a racially motivated killing in Memphis. That's what cops do. I want to talk about something too real quick, and this is super important. My buddy pointed this out to me the other day because I've been in Hollywood for 20 years. I've been a producer, a writer, an actor. I've been at every different level, in front of the camera, to the side of the camera, behind the camera, helping with the camera, the lighting, the gripping, the production assistanting. I've done absolutely everything there is to do in Hollywood. And so my buddy pointed out to me the other day about the Memphis murder, that what was the game changer? The wide angle camera. That was the game changer. If there wasn't that wide angle camera, I don't think it would have come out. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that it would not have come out if there was a wide angle camera, if there was no wide angle camera. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that video would not have come out without the wide angle camera. And so what are we seeing across the country now? Gregor's in the room. Tommy, what's going on? Cope Doggy, what's up, Playboy? So what are we? People who are auditors and activists, we are the wide angle camera. That's why they're trying so hard to get rid of us. They're trying so hard to get rid of us. We're the wide angle camera. We saw with Zach Wester, who got a piddly 12 years. That son of a gun should have got the electric chair for what he did. He really, really should have. He should have got the damn electric chair for what he did. He really should have. He is a scoundrel beyond all scoundrels. There's very few scoundrels in the world like Zach Wester. So we are the wide angle camera. And just remember this, in the James Sheets murder that they've covered up, and I've gotten 50 emails from people who have FOIA'd and they can't get the text messages. They can't get any of the camera footage. So BCI, you're covering up a murder. The Detective Bansky in Ohio, I'm saying out loud right now, I think you're covering up a murder. I think you are a scumbucket and you're going to go to hell. That's what I think. Makes me sick. Forgive me for becoming unlikable for a moment here. I just can't stand it. But what was the game changer and the breaker for us to see that they had planted the gun in the James Sheets? It was the wide angle camera. The bystander who shot a crappy video from 100 yards away showed us that they used the shield to block. That wide angle camera that bystander offered up in the James Sheets murder, covered up by BCI's Detective Bansky, Tommy Shinneman, and Matt Haas, who set up and murdered James Sheets in Ohio. Let's not ever forget it. You dirty, disgusting pigs. I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell. Really. I swear to God, I hope you burn in hell. May God forgive me for my human instincts, for my humanity, for my empathy for James Sheets, and for being disgusted with murderers. I pray that you can forgive them, but I hope they burn in hell. Is that fair? That's a fair thing to say. Listen, if you want to tune in to Nice Nancy, go to another channel. I'm a hardcore mofo. I'm not playing games. The system has to be changed. We allowed those dirty coppers in Youngstown to then separate after they murdered him. And they had 3 days to make a statement. Why are we allowing that? Why is that? Here's a simple change now. When cops murder someone, when cops kill someone, because sometimes people got to be killed because they're just nuts. I get it. There's going to be people who got to die. Yeah! There's going to be people who have to die. However, when there's a death and the coppers are responsible for it, they shouldn't be whisked away like Jeff Racer Jr. They should be put away in a sequestered space with no communication lines by a third-party organization that has a vested interest in justice. Not by the same coppers that he works with. We whisked him away. He took 2 breath tests. Oh, did he? Oh, did he? Are those breath tests on camera, Cobble County sheriffs? Are those breath tests on camera? Can I get those breath tests on camera? Cobble County sheriffs in West Virginia. Can I please see the breath test that Jeff Racer Jr., who murdered Lacey Hudson as he drove so recklessly through a 30-mile-an-hour zone? Can I please see the video of him taking the breathalyzer? Who was the third-party organization that sequestered him for 72 hours? Not jail, because coppers can't go to jail. They could be sequestered, though, with no communications. like any of us should be if we kill somebody. If you kill somebody, I believe you should be sequestered for 72 hours, completely isolated from any other persons that you could communicate with, so we can see check your phone, check your blood, make sure that you didn't kill somebody and it was homicide. I'm not asking for a miracle here. I'm asking that cops don't get to go home after they murder somebody and they don't get to text people and say they're texting their mom. Ooh, it just fires me up. You'll see the next audit I got coming out. You'll see. I'm not kidding. I'm not playing. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. It's time for us to change the system. It's time for us to change this system. You don't get to just randomly interact with people on the street. It needs to be someone in your ear watching through the camera and says, no, leave that guy alone. But he's jaywalking. Did you know they just outlawed jaywalking tickets in California? Did you know that? Did you guys know that? There's no more jaywalking tickets. Did you know that? And why is that? Because they were racist. Because the cops gave them to black people. That's why. Oh, I got to get to where I'm going, but there's coppers. There's coppers. God, there's coppers. Damn it. There are coppers. There are coppers. I want to pull over and film those damn coppers. I got to get this done. I got people waiting on t-shirts from me and I got to get them shipped. I'm taking t-shirts off my website. I can't stand the pressure. I can't stand it. Owing somebody something and I have to deliver it. I can't stand it. But I owe it. People bought t-shirts and I didn't. Brother, will you please do me a favor? ... Take all the t-shirts, just put them at 0 or sold out for right now, and people can contact me. ... I don't want t-shirts up there if I don't have them in my possession and I can't ship them immediately. Next paragraph. All business. ... Sorry, bro. ... What are your plans on Saturday? ? So there's that. So we got a premiere in 6 minutes on Delete Lawz clips, everybody. Make sure you guys drop it in. Make sure you drop it in, pretty please. Make sure you... Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You don't ship any of your own t-shirts, okay? You don't put your hands on any t-shirt. And by the way, here's the deal. I sent you a sweatshirt. I ain't never seen you wear it, never, not even once, never. I ain't never seen that sweatshirt on you. Here's the deal. Maybe the sweatshirt was too big. I don't know. Maybe the sweatshirt was too little. I don't know. I ain't never seen the sweatshirt on you, though. Never seen it, never. You guys have no idea. I can go right back home. So where I was raised, everybody's from the South because lots of oil. Everybody worked in the oil business, fishing business. So I learned a deep Southern drawl when I was a kid. I learned it inside and out because I heard so many times. What's up with the Playboys? So, there comes a time where we need to start to change things. And the very basic is that police shouldn't get to be free willy-nilly after someone dies. They should be sequestered for 72 hours. All communications taken away. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dude, dunce cap. Dunce cap. Like, dunce cap. Police should be sequestered for 72 hours after they murder somebody, after they kill somebody. We are 5 minutes till Walkner. We got a premiere coming up. We got a premiere. We don't shop. Hey, you guys, Brian, drop your link in. Make sure, Brian, drop your link in for Terry v. Ohio. I know, and don't watch it till after the premiere on Delete Lawz clips, but I want everybody to see Brian's video from Terry versus Ohio that he made. I want everybody to see this video. Terry has got to go. We're getting our asses kicked because of Terry. We're getting stomped into the ground because of Terry versus Ohio. All of us. But, I'm reasonably suspicious. Put him in torture cuffs. So that's what I'm doing. You guys are going to see on my next audit. I sent it to a few different... Yo, Shanta, what's going on? How are you? Deborah, what's going on? Do I got random country in here too? Who else is in here? Who else is in here? What is Press with Rancor? Press with Rancor. What's going on? What is going on? I see a yellow cat. Never seen a yellow cat in here before. What's going on, yellow cat? What is going on, yellow kitty cat? What's up, Playboy? What's up with the Playboy? I got a copper a couple cars behind me, and my registration is in another state. And so I got to go and get my registration from the other state. It was shipped to another state, and now I'm in California, and I'll be in another state in the next couple days, but I'm not in that state right now, and I'm driving with no registration. So I got to get the registration, and I can't even really park anywhere but in a paid parking lot, because if I do, these in California, you will get a ticket, Playboy. You get a huge ticket. And then they do this silly thing here. Let me just show you. They put the bike lane, they put the cars right there, and then they put the bike lane and then the road. So you can really easily kill some people if you don't check that bike lane. Double check that bike lane. What's up, Playboy? So this is where I'm at. Here's a simple one, and I think we all should get on the same page. When you kill someone when you're a copper, you get sequestered, and you get your phones taken away, all communication devices taken away, and it's not a jail, it's not a prison. It could be in an ivory tower. You can have regular plates and forks and stuff and knives. So if you want to handle your business, because he should get a therapist too to sit with him. He should have a therapist, someone to sit there, a therapist that has no connection to the police, that comes from a third-party organization. We got to change this. They can't be allowed to kill people and then get away with it. They can't be allowed to kill people and get away with it and then just go all willy-nilly. Oh, let me say what Hugo Black said when he said in Terry versus Ohio in the oral arguments. He said, so then the police can question him and you don't have to answer questions? That's right, Judge. And he can just go do whatever and just go off, walk on away and do whatever he wants to do? All willy-nilly? This is what Hugo Black says in the Terry v. Ohio oral arguments. Yeah. The cops just get to go on off, do whatever they're going to do, communicate with who they're going to communicate about, and then we're going to talk about James Sheets forever and Lainey Hudson forever, because the cops got away with murder because they swept it all under the rug. What time is it? We got 1 minute till Wapner. Did Brian say something funny? Brian say something funny? Or Brian, are you in there saying something funny? Brian, don't be coming in here and making jokes. There ain't no jokes around here, Brian. Okay? This is only serial. Serious. Ha 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 ha! We're 1 minute till Wapner. Let me pull that video up on my phone. For the love of God. For the love of God. Delete Lawz clips with his first edit over there, with his first one over there. Delete Lawz clips. I love that talk to text. Oh, that's me. That's me. Whoops. Sorry about that. Videos coming up. So I'm waiting. Okay. Here it is, guys. Here it is right here. This is on Delete Lawz clips. The video coming out. You guys will hear, obviously, as soon as the world famous YouTube music that I actually want to put like a love rhythm to that. Dun, 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 dun. It's the worst song ever, but it's doing well for itself. I mean, you got to admit, if you wrote that song that's on the YouTube preview thing, you're doing really good. You're making a lot of money. So, Brian, make sure you drop that link for the Terry v. Ohio video. I want everybody to see that. There it is right there. And there's the link for this one right here. Oh, Pam Wagner did resign. Pammy, I talked about that earlier, but Pammy, you and I still have more to do. You and I still got more to do, Pam. I got a lawsuit against you, Pam Wagner, that I'm not going to let go. I'm not going to let go. So we ain't over yet, Pam. Because you wrongfully arrested me, Pam, and you caused me to have a warrant in Ohio to this day because you guys tried to revoke my bond so that you could then put me in that Lawrence County dungeon so that then you guys could give me a hot shot. Like his name was Jacob Cochran. His name was Jacob Cochran. And you, from my assessment, from all the people, it said that you filthy animals who are involved in that injustice industry there in Irontown, you guys killed Jacob Cochran, according to the reports from everything that I've gotten, that I've gathered. I just can't prove it, but I think you guys murdered Jacob Cochran in memory of Jacob Cochran now. 45 seconds. Everybody get over here right now, please. Everybody get over here right now. Delete Lawz clips. 43 seconds till Wapner. Everybody get over to Delete Lawz clips right now. Drop the link in. I'm going to be leaving this live in 34 seconds. Delete Lawz clips. Everybody go over here right now. I got to get this channel built up. We got to get this channel built up. Remember, they nuked my last backup channel for no reason. So do it fair, guys. Everyone meet me here. Listen, love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you on my next TED Talk. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one. Talk to you soon. I'll leave this open, though, so you guys can grab the link. Later, Gators.